The life of a ballot. After you receive your ballot, you have until 8 p.m. on Election Day to complete and return it to the Board of Elections. There are 3 ways to return your mail-in or absentee ballot. You can, of course, mail it back to us in the postage-paid return envelope. You can also drop it off in person with an employee at the Board of Elections. The third option is to drop it in one of the official ballot drop boxes located throughout Bucks County. Whichever option you choose, we recommend completing and returning your ballot as soon as possible. If you're within 1 or 2 weeks of the election, please consider using one of the in-person return methods to avoid any delays with the post office. Before returning your ballot, ensure the ballot is completed and then seal it inside the yellow secrecy envelope and seal the yellow secrecy envelope inside the return envelope. The last step is to confirm you have signed and dated the voter declaration form on the back of the return envelope. When ballots arrive at the Board of Elections office, they're sorted according to municipality and voting precinct. This helps us work more efficiently on Election Day when our staff is busy processing ballots from more than 300 voting precincts with unique ballots coming in from each location. Each ballot has a unique barcode on the outside of the return envelope that, when scanned, alerts the PA Department of State and the Board of Elections that those voters have returned their ballots for the upcoming election. If you've provided your email address on your mail-in or absentee application, you will get an email telling you that we've received your ballot. Otherwise, you can track your ballot by visiting vote.pa.gov/mail-ballot-status. If the Board of Elections notices that a declaration envelope has a defect that would prevent the ballot from being counted, we do everything possible to contact the voter so that it can be fixed or cured before Election Day. Once the ballots are sorted and scanned, we store them in a secure room, unopened and under constant video surveillance. On the morning of the election, staff at the Board of Elections office come in bright and early to begin the work of opening thousands of mail-in and absentee ballot envelopes and preparing those ballots to be scanned and tallied. First, the return envelopes are opened, and then the yellow secrecy envelopes are removed. Next, the yellow secrecy envelopes are opened and the ballots inside are taken out. Election workers open and flatten each ballot by hand. Our staff works in batches to keep the ballots from the same voting precincts together. The open and flattened ballots are then returned to a bin together with a piece of paper called a target card. This card will later be used to tell the ballot scanners which voting precinct each batch of ballots belongs to. After they're flattened and paired with a target card, the ballots are ready to be run through a high-speed scanner for counting. In addition to counting votes, the scanners also take pictures of each ballot, which are used later for counting write-in votes. Scanned ballots are then moved with their target card to envelopes and stored safely for the required number of years after the election in accordance with the election code.